Hi guys, this is Bimlin and welcome to the channel. So the Webster Dictionary defines fear as to be afraid of. We have those moments when we'll be afraid to do something because we're afraid of the unknown, afraid of acting towards your goals, the fear that quenches the fire in you, keeping you up at night and making you doubt yourself and your abilities. According to Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich, there are 6 basic fears that keep you from achieving your full potential and thus achieving your goals. He believes that everybody has gone through them or at least will go through them at some point in their lifetime. This might be one or at least a combination of them. These fears are the causes of discouragement, timidity, procrastination, indifference, and indecision. They develop a lack of ambition, self reliance, initiative, self control, and enthusiasm. Your dreams are killed by these fears. They crowd your mind that you fail to act upon anything meaningful. So, what are these 6 basic fears that cause people stress, anxiety, and hinder progress? And how can we overcome them? The first one is the fear of poverty. This is the fear of not having enough money or resources to meet one's basic needs. Hill believed that this fear could hold people back from taking the necessary risks to achieve financial success. This fear, like the other ones we see, are usually a projection of the future and not the now. Obviously, nobody wants to be poor. I don't. But an irrational fear of poverty can keep you away from achieving your full potential, have the energy to work so that you can achieve your financial freedom. This kind of reminds me of those people that hold on to their money and don't want to invest it for fear of losing it. They don't want to take the necessary risk to build their wealth. It is this fear of poverty that will hold them from investing their money and reaping the rewards that others who were brave enough to invest their money are reaping right now. The second one is the fear of criticism. This is the fear of being judged or criticized by others. This fear could prevent people from expressing themselves freely and pursuing their goals. We have all seen this in social media or in person or places of work where you tend to hold back your ideas because you're afraid of what people will think of you or what they'll say about you, even when you know your idea is the best idea on the table, or rather in your mind because it's not yet on the table. You might have an idea that will make your work easier, that will uplift your organization. But because you're afraid of what people will think of you or what people will say about you, in case your idea is not good enough, you hold back and nobody ever hears that idea. I like to think of these ideas as dreams that we have at night and they just vanish when we wake up. If you don't express yourself, nobody will ever know about your idea. So don't be afraid, speak up. It might be the best idea. That will change your life and the lives of others. The third one is the fear of ill health. This is the fear of falling ill or becoming physically incapacitated. This fear could deplete your energy and your enthusiasm that you fail to do anything meaningful. You fail to pursue your goals because of this irrational fear of falling ill or hurting yourself or becoming physically incapacitated. I remember a long time ago when I used to be scared of playing football because, as everybody knows, football is a contact sport. So I had this fear that I might be hit in the wrong way and hurt myself badly. I am not saying I would have become a professional, but maybe I would have been, but that's besides the point. But that irrational fear of me hurting myself on the pitch kept me from playing the sport more. My friends were playing, enjoying themselves, and I was just there on the sidelines watching because I have this irrational fear of getting hurt. Just like it kept me from practicing football, enjoying the game, and playing with my friends, it can also keep you from taking risks and achieving your full potential or even pursuing your goals. The fourth one is a fear of loss of love. This is the fear of losing the love and affection of others. This fear can prevent you from pursuing meaningful relationships and actually pursuing your goals. I remember I had a conversation with somebody who was scared to commit because he believed that all relationships end badly. This might have been because of something they experienced themselves or something they saw through others, but he believed that all relationships end badly. And in order for him to protect himself, he will never commit. I know some people that think like this because of bad breakups, because of messy divorces. And I know some people that have just witnessed this through others and think, this is not for me. I don't want to go through what my friend has gone through. But this fear has the potential of altering how we interact with others, on how we make relationships with others, on how we form relationships with others, and what we get out of those relationships. Having somebody that you love and loves you back can be a great motivator in putting your life in perspective and also pursuing your goals. I think we all need love. It pushes us beyond what we think we're capable of. The fifth fear is the fear of old age. This is the fear of growing old and losing one's vitality and youth. This fear can also prevent you from pursuing your goals with energy and enthusiasm. Time and again, I'm reminded that I'm growing old. I won't be as energetic and as youthful as I am today. But this should not prevent me from pursuing today with all the energy that I have in order to make my tomorrow better. I think for me, it's not necessarily the fear of old age. I am okay with growing old. I think sometimes I'm scared of losing my vitality. That's it. I'm okay growing old as long as I can still work the way I work today. But I know that's not the case. That's why I decided to use today to work as hard as I can so I can prepare for tomorrow. An irrational fear of old age can seriously hurt your energy today and what you give out. It is not a secret, God willing, we'll all grow old. It is coming. But instead of focusing on growing old, you should focus this time on doing what you need to do to make your life tomorrow much easier and better. I want when I'm old and reminiscing about my past, I should be proud of what I've achieved, or what I've done. I should be happy saying, at least I conquered. The sixth and final fear is the fear of death. This is the fear of death itself, the end of our life on earth. This fear can prevent you from living your life fully, enjoying yourself, and achieving your goals. Everyone alive today and old enough knows death is coming. So why not live that day as it is? Enjoy it to your fullest, as some people would say, live it like it's your last. Work hard to make your life easier and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I have met some people that would not do anything meaningful. They would not go out, they would not be with friends because they believe at some point everything comes to an end. So what's the point of even doing it in the first place? This will just prevent you from finding meaning in anything. You'll live a much miserable life and you'll be unpleasant to be around. So we should live today to the fullest. Enjoy it, do the most, and achieve greatness. And if you're like me, I want my name to be remembered after I'm gone. Today is a day when I work towards that. Today is a day when I make people remember me. Today is a day to make sure that my work is meaningful so that tomorrow I am remembered. It is important to recognize and overcome these fears in order to achieve success and prosperity in your life. And if you take a closer look at these fears, they're mostly mental. It's things we think about when we sit down alone. Some of them will never even come to fruition. Since it's a mental game, it will take your willpower to convince your mind to think positively. You have to change your mindset to overcome these fears. Thinking about them just is like watering the plants. They will just grow and become bigger. So you have to move your mindset from the negative perspective it has now to a positive one. It's the only way you can overcome these fears. It's by being positive and thinking positive thoughts. You deserve to live your best life. You deserve to work hard today so tomorrow might be much easier for you. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.